Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 32 episode 4. In the previous episode we built a fairly big lump down the bottom here and made many changes throughout the prison. Pretty much everybody has said it is an improvement. It's pretty much a universal agreement that all of the changes that were made are a vast improvement, or rather I haven't cocked it up as much as I did previously. In this episode what I'm going to be doing is laying a lot of concrete because I want to get all of these cells in here. These are, well, this is cell block A, I guess you could call it. But I've got 3 or 4 rows of cells, and what I'm doing is pretty much just trying to build them all. I want to get at least a 50 prisoner capacity by the end of this episode, mainly so I can get that grant done, because we did get another grant which is raise our prisoner capacity to 50, which obviously we'll be able to do because we've got 15 prisoners in there, which means each cell block, which obviously we have 2 of them, one on the top and one on the bottom. The bottom one obviously we're building now, can hold 60 prisoners. So, you know, that's good. That's alright. That's very good, in fact. So, obviously what I'm doing is just building all of this now and just copying the same design as we've got on the bottom there. And this is a lot of money, but we do have a lot of money. Oh, well, we've got enough money, and actually that's one thing. I am messing that up because we want the entrance to this thing to be on the other side. So we need to brick all that up on the back and cancel a couple of the top ones on the top there. There we are. That's what we wanted to do. Sorted. Okay. Right. As I said, just going to continue on here and see how far we get. And there we are. So we'll unpause that and then they can crack on. Obviously that does require us to go to rooms and then to sell and then clicky clicky draggy draggy, and it's gonna go yeah, you've got a lot of cells there. Do you want to furnish them off? Yeah, I'll furnish them, don't worry. So one thing I also need to do is go to utilities, electrical cable, and run some electrical cable, probably 8 meters, actually 10 meters either side of this central bit. There we go. 10 and 10. Sorted. Right, okay. So the beds. You put all the beds in on every single cell. This is going to be fun. And I'm sure I'm going to miss some off. This is going to be a lot of money, but I believe you get enough money to actually complete. The grant gives you enough money to actually complete what it asks you to do. I'm pretty confident that's the case. Otherwise, it would be a little bit of a false economy. Actually, no, it wouldn't, would it? Because you are, after all, supposed to be making a prison, and it's not really going to just give you all of the money. Or actually, it might do. I genuinely don't know. Does it give you enough money? I could have really worked it out. I'm sure, you know, maybe you or someone else is working this out, seeing how much money I've spent and such over the last couple of minutes, and then see if it actually works out. But anyway, that will be a total of 45 cells there, because it's 15 each row. So that's 45 cells. Obviously, we need to get our capacity up to 50. So I will simply continue on. I'll go to rooms, and you know what? I might as well just get the other row done, right? Because then that will be a full 60, and then it means that everything's sorted, right? I mean, obviously this is a lot of cash we're spending, but at the end of the day, it's what else we're going to spend it on? Cheese biscuits, maybe. Right. Sorted. And now we need to put in the beds, and then is the dreaded door placement, which is going to be fun. There we go. Right. And now jail doors. We are spending a vast amount of money here. There's been a couple of comments from last episode. Some people saying that I have not got enough solitary, and I can't argue with that. I agree. We do not have enough solitary. The problem is we don't really have enough anything. I was originally going to do this on a medium. Oh, they've already got one, and I'm trying to place them there. Why is it not placing? Because we've already got one. Double door. What does it mean? Yeah, I was originally going to have a medium-sized prison, but then I realised that that would just compound the issue even further. Like, all I'm doing here is I'm taking my standard size map, I do small map as standard, and then I'm making it so we have more prisoners by getting the small cells, not grant, but the small cells policy, I guess, for the lack of a better term. And the whole point, I could do this a little bit better, I know, but I'm just going to, I guess, cheap out a bit. I do want to do that. I could just get rid of them and do that, and that'll save a little bit of the old toilet. Let's save a little bit of pipe on it. Not much, if any, but whatever. It's done now. Yeah, so I was going to do a medium map, but it's not going to work out really because of how we've done things. Let me just clicky, draggy, all of that, and then expandy, downy. I don't know why I'm saying that, but let's just get that up to there and connect it up. Now, hopefully, that will get that all sorted. And have we got power everywhere? We have got power almost everywhere, apart from there. Sadly, there's not many lights down this corridor, right? We've got it's one of those things again where we really want an automatic lighting system. Now, I really want an automatic lighting system in the game because there currently isn't one. And I mentioned not last episode, the one before. You know, I have mixed feelings about the game sort of coming to an end of its main development life cycle, like I said, because obviously they're still going to continue on, I'm sure. But yeah, I'd really please put an automatic lighting system in, please. I mean, what else could they add? I mean, obviously, guard towers are probably going to be one. Guard towers are probably going to be something they will add. I know there's sprites for it. If you go onto the Prison Architect subreddit and such, you can people generally pick apart the game every time there's a patch and see what's in there. And in Sprite Bank, you generally get a big pile of all of the parts that you can see that which they have art for. And there's loads of stuff in there that isn't in the game, but you know, you generally have a good idea of what might and might not be added. But yeah, it's guard towers maybe, you don't really have gangs, stuff like that would be fantastic. Anyway, we've just got that grant done, so we now have over 50 prisoners here, or 50 prisoner capacity. We could get cell block C, which gives us a 10 grand advance payment, but do I really want to do that? I could do that, but I might as well. I might as well get cell block C. Oh, visitation rights, actually, because I was just about to say what I really need to do at some point is get the visitation up. And since we need to get that up, we have a grant for that. You know, there is a grant for that. Look at that. There's still bits removing. I'm sure there's problems with saving of the planning because it does seem to move it around. Anyway, we have visitation. That's what this thing's going to be, like so. And then we are going to obviously put in our visitor tables. So, well, you can't really spin them around at all, but yep, they're going to go there. And that will be our visitation area. Obviously, at the back, we do need to put in another door. So we'll go to objects and then to door. There you go. There we have it. There's another door. At this bit here, we do need to put in a... Well, this is going to be our common room. So we're going to just put a fairly large common room in there, like so. And obviously that says it's filled, it's indoors. Now it's not filled. And we need to put in things like pool tables and such. I will be putting doors on either sides of this, so you don't really need to worry too much. I will sort that out. So put a couple of pool tables in the end here, like that. And we need to have some phone booths, which we could put... I could put anywhere, really. What I want to do is have a bank of televisions running right along the bottom. I really hope at some point that we have large tellies, because at the moment, prisoners just walk up to it and basically stand on it, as if they're really short-sighted and, you know, have to go and just stand face into the television, or like a kid trying to watch it, you know, like a Saturday morning cartoon, just staring right at it. Because we currently, you can't really have the prisoners don't stand about there, they just walk up to it and stand there. So it'd be nice to have one television and like a bench or something like that. Right, so we've got a row of televisions put in there, and I want a bit of a gap, and then I want to have phone booths in... Do I want a gap? I'm trying to think, because I definitely want phone booths along the bottom here, so we'll put phone booths in like that, and that'll be enough phone booths for... the grant. There you go, there's another grant done. Obviously the canteen as well, we do need to put in some phone booths, because we always put some phone booths in here because it's just the way we work. Actually, I'm not going to put them there because there was always a bit of an issue with, or possibility of not having enough serving tables. So hire at least 2 janitors and a gardener. Well, that's easy enough done. There we go. There's that grant done as well. So we now have a bit of money. So, we've got Education Reform Programme. These are the grants we can get. We've got Staff Wellbeing Initiative and Prisoner Acclimatisation and Engagement. So, what else do we need? What do we actually really, really need? Well, I definitely want to check my capacity. Yeah, we're running low on the old power there. Utilities and capacitor. And you know what, we're just going to fill it up because we're going to have to do it eventually, and I might as well do it now before I forget. And then what we need to do is we need to expand our kitchen, we need to expand our canteen, we need to make sure that the prison is secure, which it is because the yard says it's secure. We need to put in parole, as well as a bit of solitary. So let's get on with that. Let's go to foundation concrete here, and we will expand that. Like, so you know what, I might as well do that, okay? It'll have to be that, technically. We'll see how that one goes. Okay, and we'll see what we get. And then I need to put in some doors. So, I guess standard door for the parole, the large jail door for this main security area, standard door there, and then I reckon a solitary door for solitary. And I'm going to keep this open because as soon as this is built, there we go, I will put in some solitary doors all the way along. Obviously we haven't put the walls in yet, which is why it looks a little bit confusing. I'm going to pause it for a second while I just put these walls in. Now I've just realised that again what's happened here is we won't have any lights in this place because we are removing them. So I'll put some lights in there, like so, because otherwise that'll be totally pitch black, and that is really a bit dark. That's a bit dark for my liking. And when I say dark as well, I don't mean in terms of lumens. I mean in terms of, well, how you treat people. We're just going to keep you in a big dark room. Haha. No, there's probably some sort of human rights thing involved there. A bit of a breach, I'm sure. Right, I might as well put in the other bit of concrete up the top there. I'm not going to furnish. I'm not going to bother with that. We just need to. I missed that little bit out. I must have missed that little bit out. Yeah, I did. Okay. So solitary. There we go. And then solitary, like so. There's all that sorted. And now we need to do a bit of the open roll, which will go there. And obviously we need one of them. There we are. People, someone corrected me saying that I said, "Oh, the warden goes there and stuff." I don't think that actually happens though. The warden doesn't go there. It's you get a parole officer and such. Apparently, why is that television just lying there? just slump a TV in the corner. We don't need that. We don't need it. Okay, we're getting there actually. We are getting there, but what we also are getting is, well, a lack of funds. So we need to hire 10 guards, unlock patrols through bureaucracy, and assign 3 guards. So let's go for patrols, and we also probably need a bit of policy as well. Yeah, we'll go for that as well. Okay, so we're coming close to the end of my sort of free ride as a prison architect, basically, because I am now running low on the old cash. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. And obviously we need to put some fridges in as well. Yeah, we're running a bit low on the old free ride. I no longer have one. So, because I'm basically running out of money, I'm now going to have to actually get some prisoners in this place. Which is a shame because, you know, I don't really like the prisoners. Prisoners are, you know, they're just why they just make my life miserable. Why can't they just be nice to people and, you know, they wouldn't be here. And that's the thing. You find that the crimes are generally nice to people. It's not like not anything else. It's always like, oh, I've stabbed them. Well, that wasn't very nice. Especially the high-risk prisons that we get in generally tend to be like that. Right, let's just put in some power lines. Right, okay, so what else do we need? Need a chapel. Got a shower. Yes, shower's in. Check. Canteen, check. Kitchen, check. Storage, check. Laundry, no, not yet, but we will get on with that one. I think that is about right. We could get prisoners now, and it would work. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pause it. We're going to go to our prisoners. And it's always intake, not prisoners. And we're going to receive, well, there's available max sec. And we've got medsec and we've got minsec. I don't know what to get. I did say, oh, what do you think we should get? What sort of prisons do you think we should get? And the problem is that I always get a bit of a mixed response. Oh, you should do this, 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 and this. Well, how much is that to buy, actually? 20 grand. Okay, not enough then. We need to hire 10 guards. Let's just get on with this one here. So we need to go to deployment, and we do need to get some guard deployments in. Oh, we actually haven't got guard patrols. There we go. That's what I wanted. I want to have guard patrol. I guess it would be around the perimeter, wouldn't it? But actually, no. I want our shotgun toting dude to patrol the outside of it. What I want instead for the normal Bobby on the beat is to patrol there. Okay. There's our standard patrol. Okay, and then we'll have the other guard walking all the way on the outside. And obviously we do need some sort of patrol around here, which I don't know the exact size of the thing, but I'm guessing that is about right. And that's 3 guards assigned to patrol routes. But it's not technically, well, it is 3 assigned, but we haven't got one to go there extra. So we're going to hire a couple more guards, and we now have 12 grand. We have, that says 11 guards. I thought I hired 12 staff. 11 guards, okay. There we go. And we haven't got any armed guards because we haven't got the bit on the other side. But we do need to go to grants. We need to get probably governmental security rating. Yep, go for that. Staff Wellbeing Initiative, which is immediately completed. Cell Block C. And prisoner acclimatization. Right. There are some grants. We need to go to our, I think, regime. And we need to put it all on free time. Because this is generally how I do things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you crack of dawn, shower, get in a shower. Then you've got probably an hour of free time, 2 hours of free time, 2 hours of eat. Eight hours of work, but we don't really have anywhere to work. And then 2 hours of eat. We'll put a free time at the end of that one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know what? No, that's too much free time for this sort of prison. We'll bunch the eat up a little bit. Then we'll do that. That'll be more work. And we might have 3 hours of work, bit of lockup in the middle there. And then I don't know whether to have lockup like that or whether to have lockup like that. I don't know about lockup. Lockup's okay. Prisoners locked in their cells, they have nothing to do but reflect on the choices they have made, let them displace. Long stretches in lockup could prove decisive punishment, even for the hardest set prisoners. So you have your eat, and then you do. There's no point. When I say work, I'm not going to assign people to work. Obviously, that's just you need to have people on work, like in a work regime, to have parole and things like that. And then I think we will have 4 hours of lockdown. That's going to be our regime, I think. Policy is going to be very, very strict, as you might imagine. So, there we go. I'm actually going to put our parole cut off to 15%. And then if you do anything, solitary. The lot. Even if you have luxuries. It is not allowed in the prison. You get 4 hours if you found with anything. And obviously you get your cell search. Destruction, you get a good old 6 hours. Escape attempt, you get a good old 12. 6 hours for attack prisoner. If you attack staff, guess what? Double that. Serious injury, we'll get a 6 hours on that. Intoxication, you'll get a 6 hours on that. So it's quite harsh there. Meal quantity is medium, meal variety is medium. Not going to alter that at all. I think we've got, with us having 2 eat times. Actually, you know what? I might change that. I might change that to a bit of eat like that. We'll have more work. Look up by the side. Then that's eat. Didn't want to eat. Lock up. There you go. 6 hours of lockup in this thing. That's probably too much. We don't even need the free time either side, I don't think, you know. I think we could change that to work. Tentatively, that's our regime, but I'd like to know 2 things from yourself. What do you think we should do to the regime? Do you think we should change it? Currently, we've got a bit of sleep and then shower time right there. A little bit of free time before work. Obviously, the work for most of the prisoners, if not all, will be just wandering around and doing their own free time stuff anyway. If they haven't got anything assigned to them, like a job or parole, then or any sort of teaching thing or course, then they will just be on free time. And we've got 2 hours of mandatory lockup, then a little bit of free time before their one and only eat in the day, and then again another bit of free time before a similar sort of regime from the in the afternoon to the day. So bit of lockup and then work and such. So yeah. We'll see what that one goes like, but I'd like to know what you think about that one, how you think we should change it. Also, I would like to know what sort of prisoners you would like for this one. Now, I am fairly confident that most people are going to say max sec, but we did do max sec in the last episode. Obviously, we currently haven't got anything for the bit at the back, so we currently haven't got anywhere to put in our death row prisoners. In fact, we haven't even unlocked it, so I'm going to start researching that now, which is obviously 10 grand to do that. We probably want to... I don't think we need micromanagement, but we probably do need education. We need remote door access. We need dogs. We need surveillance. We need a lot of this stuff, armory as well. So we might as well get it all researched. We're not going to get tax relief because we're not making anything. Not going to get clone. Deployment scheduler for micromanagement. I don't really use it, so we might leave that one alone. But we'll see. Either way, we have 38,067 generic units of currency, and I'm going to pause it. Well, probably leave it there because I want to know, A, what you think about the regime, and B, what sort of prisoners do you think we should get, because we're going to get loads of prisoners, pretty much half of this cell block. We're going to get one side of this full. Probably 30 prisoners is the ideal amount. 30 prisoners in one go. Do we have 30 prisoners waiting for all of them? 67, 72, and 60 available. So we can have 30 prisoners of any one designation in here. So let me know which type you would like. I'm going to check the comments, and then it's going to be... most wins. In fact, the best way of doing it is saying which prisoners you're happy to have. I don't think I'm going to go for a majority, because mostly a majority voting system sucks. So what prisoners would you be happy with? So let me know if you'd be happy with either, well, if you're happy with medium, say medium. If you're happy with medium and low, say that. If you're happy with anything, just say anything, and then I'll know, won't I? You know, and then everybody's happy. Maybe. Anyway, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic findings.